Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. APMEX issues statement regarding stopping silver sales. Let's explore. It is late Sunday night as I record this video, and I've just received an email from APMEX regarding what had happened with the current markets. This letter is signed by the CEO of APMEX, and you can interpret the reasoning as to whether you believe what they're saying here or not. But I think this might shed some light on what is happening in the mind of the largest bullion dealer in the world, and what turned out to make its way to most all other bullion dealers, large and small, have been affected by this on Sunday. We're going to see repercussions of this for the week ahead, if not longer, as is outlined in this statement. So I'm going to read this to you, and we're going to kind of take a look at it. But much of it I'm going to leave to your interpretation. I'm going to essentially just provide the information to the community out there and let you assess it as you will. In the last week, we have seen a dramatic shift in silver demand from our customers. For example, the ratio of ounces sold per day was running about 2 times earlier in the week and closer to 4 times the average demand by the end of the week. Once markets closed on Friday, we saw demand hit as much as 6 times a typical business day and more than 12 times a normal weekend day. Combined with the extremely high demand levels, we are also seeing a surge in new customers. On Saturday alone, we added as many new customers as we usually add in a week. This is fascinating to hear that there's this much physical demand for precious metals. This is actually good news on some level to see new customers and new people buying, although these new customers and new people may not totally understand what they're buying, as you've heard me talk about in a series of videos that I posted earlier today. You will see this video on Monday, but this is crazy what we have been seeing just yesterday alone on Sunday, when news really broke about the shutting down of sales from APMEX and others. The statement continues, any precious metals dealer will take a long position in the futures market to protect against spot price exposure when the markets open. This is referred to as hedging, and the bullion dealers do it too. They do it because it is our goal not to take a speculative position on metal. The weekends are unique as we are not able to real-time hedge our position. We took an aggressive position this weekend, but clearly could not have predicted the volumes that we're seeing. We have partnerships around the world that allowed us to cover these long positions, but only to a point. Once we exceeded our comfort levels, we had little choice but to stop the sale of silver on our website. This was a difficult decision to make and unprecedented in our history. And by the time you see this video, who knows where silver will be? It may be up dramatically. Or these gains that we saw on Sunday night when I did my market watch, where we watched the price of silver in real time increase by on an average of a couple of dollars or so, that very well could be pulled back by the time. Either way, it's an increased demand, and that demand is not going to stop, at least for the next week, is my guess. As we evaluate the markets, the statement continues, it is difficult to know where silver's price and demand will go in the coming days and weeks. APMEX is highly capitalized and has more than $150 million in inventory to support demand. We have made strategic decisions to produce additional metal, locking up any metal we can find in the marketplace. We suspect premiums will rise and rise quickly. As we are seeing significant increases in our cost, when we can't even locate the metal. So they are really going out of the way to try to find, and realizing, and this happened back in March of last year too, the brokers and intermediaries were having to pay higher premiums. And of course, APMEX being an authorized purchaser, they may be seeing higher premiums coming from the mint to get Silver Eagles. It is highly likely that we will need to add additional day or two to fill orders based on our current order counts. The one guarantee we can make to our customers is that you will only be sold metal that is on site, or we have procured the metal with a firm commitment date from our partners. In markets like this, we feel this is the best approach a retailer can take, as no one can predict product availability. We want to thank our customers for their patience and understanding during these turbulent times. APMEX prides itself on best in-class service and delivering on promises to our customers. So that's the statement by Ken Lewis, who is the CEO of APMEX. And this is on the piggyback of last year, when we saw in March an unprecedented demand on silver. Now, why is this happening? It's different than it was last year. Last year was the uncertainty of the pandemic, and really it tended to work itself out, but it took a little while. This is based off of a speculative play and sending a message through Reddit and other forums to try to squeeze the price of silver. And so this is actually transferred out from not only the exchange traded funds on the SLV, but also into physical silver, which in some sense somewhat surprised me to see it move that quickly in that direction. And but now the question is should you be buying at this time when the premiums for silver, all silver, is at least $10 to $12 above spot price? Where will spot price be by the time you see this video? Who knows? But in any event, it is always wise to take a step back and take stock of your personal situation. Can you afford to risk making an investment that may or may not pay off? Any kind of purchases you make, or no matter where you put your money, for any situation, just understand the risks. That is crucial and important for any kind of decision you make. And right now, silver is volatile. And it really could go either way, depending on what's going on and how information is being interpreted out there, and moves that can be made based off of a statement that anyone can make anywhere, in any form, in any place. Things can go viral very quickly in the world of forums, videos, and things like that. So I would just caution you and realize that we've been here before in a different level. It's a different situation. Nonetheless, silver will be there for you in one form or another, no matter what, through this as well. And I think APMEX is trying to explain kind of what happened with them that turned out as sort of a domino effect to other dealers out there as well. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts on this letter and their explanation. And I would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.